Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You are now listening to That Infernal Noise podcast, part of the Mental Health News Radio Network. Fuck yeah. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and whatever you decide to call yourself. I respect it. We're back. We're making it, and we're back again to kind of just hash through life and you know, we don't have like notes or like idea. We just come in here and talk, and sometimes it's funny, some go me. Sometimes it's funny, and sometimes it gets heavy and sad, and who knows what today will bring. And hi.
Hi.
This is my mug. It's got hot tea. So, welcome to the shit show, guys. Okay, now that the dogs are gone, I don't know what my hair is doing or what it's supposed to be doing. So, whatever it looks like, guys, sorry. You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. So, what's been going on?
You tell me. Feel so detached and removed from everything, I don't even know anymore.
You are grieving. You are having an absolutely normative response to grief. You are having a human moment, and since I know that you don't like dealing with the feelings and dealing with the actual processing in healthy ways, and how impatient I know you are, you just want this to be over. And I get it. That's who wants to sit in grief and sadness, and I get it. So you've been having a very normal reaction, and unfortunately with the passing of Mom, it brought anxieties when it came to our health, everyone's safety. It's been a lot. And not just for you, because for a while after Mom passed, I was every night it's tonight the night for me. So we've all been going through that, and I know, or at least you and I have. I don't know if anybody else has. I don't know if like Sis and Aaron have, or anything like that. But you've been grieving, and you've been having a hard time with it. That's what's been going on. You think that you're supposed to be some superhuman person who should just do it. Just like, oh, okay, I'm fine now. And you used to get mad at me for that. And I'm not saying that to like, told you, like, nothing like that. It's just, I completely understand where you are. For different...
That's good, because I don't.
Obviously, my situation, and I've been anxious since I was born. So I guess I'm not an expert, but a pro, at least.
Thought I was too.
This is something completely different. We had back-to-back years. 2 days apart. Right before Christmas. 2 years in a row. Back-to-back years. 22, 23. Fuck them both. And you hadn't even fully gotten over Grandma yet. Not fully. You were getting to a place where it's like, okay. This is going to suck, but we're going to push forward and we're going to be everything, we're going to do it. 2024, our year. And then the universe was like, all right, sure. Let me throw this one at you. My bad. That was my bad. Hold on. No, he's asking for a soda. Okay. Well, now I will put that over there, not on the table. My bad. You're stuck in a place where you expect more from yourself. That's the biggest thing, is that you're expecting a lot out of yourself right now that you would never in your wildest dreams tell to someone else ever in this situation. Ever. And I understand, because I've done the same thing. I've done it my whole life. And I know. It's like, what's the point? Why go on? Why do anything? Why? But you just try to cover it up and I'm fine. I'm good. I'm here. So I see it. I understand. And we talk about it. It's not like It's not like I shy away from it, or like, this isn't anything that you haven't heard before, that I haven't said to you. It's difficult because, for me, on this side of it, because there's not a goddamn thing I can do about it. And that makes me feel horrible. Slightly, because I also know that there's literally nothing I can do about it. And I'm at peace with that. But it still sucks. And it still hurts when the person you love is struggling so bad and you just want to take that pain away. And with all that said, I understand your pain. I understand why you are struggling. I understand why. And there is zero judgment. There's no ridicule, nothing like that. I know there's only so much I can say, and I've repeated myself. You tell me, I've repeated myself a lot over the past 2 months. And I will continue to do so because they're words you need to hear. They are words that you need to accept and try to navigate through. Of course, not by yourself, because you're not alone in this. And I wish I could bring at least a lantern into the darkness with us so you see some hope. But I've got hope for the both of us. And like I've told you, I'm solid. Yeah, I have my days and I am still sad and I am still grieving. But I'm solid. And I've got you. We've listened to so many videos on healing, on growth, on anxiety and depression, on and I know that intellectually you understand it all, you get it. You're smart. I know you understand what they're saying. I didn't marry a dullard. But if I'm giving my opinion, and I think I've said this to you previously, I think you might be, it could be a couple things. I think you might be angry with the other side for taking her. I think you may be scared to let go. I don't know if there's like a final piece, a finalization piece that you don't want to finalize yet. Maybe. Or maybe I mean, it's not an overnight process. Has only been 2 months. I just wish you would give yourself the same compassion and kindness and warmth to yourself in this moment, because that's the only way you're going to make it through. Because I'm obviously going to be here rooting for you. You've got this. I've got you. We're going to make it through. I know I'm going to keep doing my part. I know I am. And I know that you're going to keep trying every day. I know you are. But you have got to be kind to you. And if you need to look at it as when you look at yourself in the mirror, you're talking to your sister, or you're talking to me, or you're talking to one of the kids, whatever you need to frame it as. When you talk to yourself, because you're beating yourself up for being sad, for losing your mom. You think that you should be some sort of way on any particular day, and if it's a good, then you feel guilty, which she wouldn't want. And then you feel like you have to be something, and she wouldn't want that either. And if this was somebody else's situation, Um, I could never imagine you speaking to them the way you speak to yourself. And the way things that I've personally heard of, I feel like I should be okay. I feel like I'm you've gone from one side, like I feel like I should be, like on good days it's, oh, I feel like I should be sad. And then on bad days it's, I'm supposed to feel bad. I'm supposed to feel this, but I don't want to feel the sadness anymore. So the way you're looking at it, you're torturing yourself in both situations. You're torturing yourself twice.
I am painfully aware of that.
I know. Um, I'm sorry that you've had to deal with this with me. And I know that we've both been on both sides of this coin of the anxiety and depression and the struggle with it. Not necessarily just the death and grief. I'm taking that part out of it because obviously that's just going to be. But you and I have been on both sides of this. And I know you've been in my position with me. And I've been in this position with you before for different reasons. And we've always made it through. And if I was hard on myself, if I was, hell, you'd have been like, no, don't. Like, could you ever imagine? And I hate to use this example. What if something happened to me or Mandy? Would you talk to the kids the way you're talking to yourself?
I'd like to think not.
I know you wouldn't. And you would punch somebody in the mouth if you heard them saying anything remotely close to, oh, I should be feeling better by now. Oh, I should be panicking. Oh, I should be, why am I not? What's wrong with me? I'm broken. You wouldn't tell the kids, you're broken. What's wrong with you? You seem like you're in a decent mood today. Why aren't you feeling guilty? You're sad today. You should be sadder. And this is never going to get better. You would never say that to anyone else. You are worth all of the hard work. You are worth everything, and you are loved and protected and guided from both sides. And I know you've lost your connection, and I want you to find your way back. You have a lifeline. I'm here. The kids are here. Like, our squad is here for you. And you're not a burden. And no, tomorrow may be a bad day too. And tomorrow may not be a good day. And that's okay. Stop judging yourself for it. You wouldn't expect sis to have 100% good days right now. Or any time in this foreseeable future. Not because she's not doing the things to grieve and to heal and things like that, but just if it took her a long time to really accept and be okay and be at peace and not hurting anymore, you would never tell her that it needed to be in a certain amount of time. You would never tell her that it needed to be a certain way. It needed to look like something. It needed to feel like something. Everything that you were doing to yourself, you would never do to anyone else. That'd have been like when grandma passed, you looking at mom and saying, why are you smiling? Why are you in a good mood? All of those things. It would be like telling mom that when grandma passed. You're doing the same thing to yourself. And I know how easy that is because I've had a destructive mindset for my own personal being my whole life. My needs are last. I'm not important. We had the conversation about the yoga mat last night. I usually get the cheapy ones that end up hurting my body because there's no cushion. You are worth all of this. You don't have to. Like, I understand it's a struggle. I understand it's like, in here it's, fuck you, it gets bad quick. And I know it does. And it's very easy to let the mind go there in these moments. I'm never going to get better. What's the fucking point? Why do I need to go on? Why? Any other one of those questions. I know I keep just repeating myself, but and I know that I know that I keep repeating myself and I'm probably going to irritate you at some point.
I don't see how that's possible because I don't feel fucking anything. It's like all the emotion is gone, but I'm overloaded with it at the same time. I don't know which direction to go.
Unfortunately, fortunately and unfortunately, the only way to go is forward. There's only one option. Because I'm sorry, you've come too far to go back. So backwards isn't an option.
But that's what I feel like I'm doing. That's all I feel like I'm doing. I'm skidding backwards.
I don't think you're skidding backwards. And I'll bring up the other night. What was it? Night before last? Last night? Whatever. Night before last. You apologized for Kaylee for being unavailable recently because you were going through it. And she said, what are you talking about? She didn't understand what you were talking about, and she said that you hadn't done that in a long time. And I knew immediately what she meant. I did ask her. You were in the living room. I did ask her to verify, to make sure that I was understanding where she was coming from. And I hit the nail on the head. You are not unavailable. You are not taking steps back. You are going through something. And all of the progress that you've made is still there. It's still there, and you're still doing the correct things and the healthy things because of her response. It was, you haven't done that in a long time. Because old you would have been, go away, leave me alone. Leave me alone. You would have told the kids, not right now. I'm not feeling it. Okay, that's enough. You would have said that. And you have not once done that since Mom has passed. Since Grandma's passed. Since Jody passed. I don't think. Not like that. Your progress is still there. You're not going backwards. You're dealing with shit. Hard shit. Painful shit. You're not going backwards. It's just really small, small steps forward. And that's okay. They could be quarter steps. Just
it doesn't feel okay.
In your mind and in your body, I understand what you're saying. Because it feels wrong. Like it's just, you snapped fingers, either you're better or you feel like you have to be a certain way quickly. And I understand that. And I've been through that. And I understand. But you don't. There's no timeline. You have no one besides yourself telling you that you need to be on some timeline or some different phase, or that you should be in some position or phase or whatever the thing is that you feel that you have to be. You don't. You don't have to feel super strong right now.
That's all I've ever been.
I understand that. You married yourself on the opposite side, and you know that.
Like
So
I'm the one that's supposed to be taking care of everybody, and I can't take care of myself, and I've told you that 100 times since all this happened.
And you know that I've been the caretaker in most situations too. And 4 years ago, well, going on 4 years ago, excuse me, I was at my lowest. My absolute lowest. And you knew it. And I finally said something. And I'm supposed to be the strong one, right? I have been my whole life. I was the strong one. Nothing can fuck with Nisha. She's a bitch. She's got walls. She's fucking tough as nails. Whatever. Did you expect me to be strong all by myself? I know all I've been doing is giving you evidence to point to, and I hope it's working. But that's all I have for you. And that's the thing, is that you're not seeing. I have nothing but evidence for you of how we are going to make it through this, how we are going to be protected and guided. And I've got you, so you don't have to be strong. What'd you tell Kaylee the other day? You don't have to be Atlas. You have a team. Like I was telling you, the other team, I have a village now. I have a family now. I have people I can rely on. I have people that I could call and be like, hey, will you come pick up my son from the urgent care? Because I need you. And I have people show up for me now. And those same people are here for you, no matter what. Whether you want to accept that and really, really, really accept that. And be if you want to call yourself weak, this is not weakness. This is far from weakness. As someone who has dealt with anxiety for almost 38 years, this isn't weak. This shit is tough. You said I'm strong because I've gone through the shit that I have. Why is this not making you strong? Why is this making you weak?
Did you feel strong in the moment?
I don't feel strong in the moment.
And I didn't feel like I was strong to begin with, but everybody's told me that I'm the strong one. Everybody's told me that I'm the rock and this, that, and the third. And
okay,
I've never seen it, if I'm being honest.
And that's fine. That's okay. But I'm not putting that expectation on you. You're putting that expectation on you. Especially right now. Because I've told you I'm solid. I will ask for help when I need it. And I have been. You don't have to be strong in this. Because the strong you're expecting is toxic and damaging. Because you're wanting just to shove it all down. Everything's fine. Shut it down. I'm strong. I'm good. I'm fine. My feelings don't feel. I'm good. And that's not who you are anymore. That's not who I am anymore. Because I was the same way. I'm fine. Everything's good.
I hate that fucking smile.
That's what you're expecting yourself to do.
Yeah, but I'm not pretending to be all right.
And that's why, again, I'm proud of you. And you are doing the right things because you're not hiding it. Because you've been open and honest with this with the kids, with everyone we've talked to about it. You've been honest and open. Again, strength and growth and progress on your part.
And why does it feel like weakness? Why does it feel like I'm breaking even more than I already was?
Because you're still not used to being vulnerable with people and having people to depend on?
I thought I was. I thought I was used to it. I say it all the fucking time. Why don't I know
in a
it
traumatic
right now?
situation, our brains don't act in their normal, everyday way of thinking. Something very traumatic happened. And your brain is going, ah! That's what it is. It's all of your progress, all of the stuff is still there. But you are not weak. You're showing our children that it's okay to not be okay. That life is going to be hard sometimes. But we have to stick together and we have to support and love and treat each other with kindness and compassion and patience and grace. Non-judgmental. You have showed them that. This is strength. Even I know how you feel. You feel helpless, hopeless, worthless. I can't do anything for myself. I can't fix myself. How am I supposed to help anybody else? You told me that. What do I do now? I can't even help me. How am I supposed to help anybody else? You are helping you. If you are kinder to yourself. But none of this has been a sign of weakness. And I would bet money, big money, that if you called anyone in our squad and said, hey, do you think that made me weak? Do you think that I'm weak because of that, all of them would say, hell no, that's not weak. It's easy to shove emotions away. It's easy. And act like everything's fine?
It's not easy right now.
No,
I
I mean,
can't do it.
normally, for us, for out of this situation, everything's okay. Fine. It's easy to shove emotions down outside of this situation. And you know it is. Obviously, right now, I'm glad that you're not able to hold emotions in right now. This is the healthy thing. It feels like shit, but it is healthy. But you have to be kind to yourself. Stop judging yourself. Stop being whatever you're being to yourself.
I don't even know what I'm doing to myself. Like, I don't even know. Like, I'm not thinking the thoughts. They're just there.
And
Sometimes they're screaming, sometimes they're whispering, but they're always fucking there right now.
I bet they are, and that fucking sucks. But that's why we have to challenge those thoughts. That's why we have to talk to them.
I'm tired of talking to them.
I know.
Because every time I do, it seems like it gets worse.
That's why I said if you need me as a sounding board, okay, let's put these
Yeah,
fucking...
but I can't believe anybody else right now either. So it doesn't fucking help. And I'm not saying that I can't. I'm saying my brain won't let me.
Yeah. I get it. The anxiety is...
Because I can look at shit logically, sort of, and I can see what you're talking about. But then it's just like automatically dismissed. It's in one ear, not the other kind of thing.
And I understand. And again, you're probably not going to like my answer, but this is part of it. Feeling lost, feeling all of it. It's part of it. And I wish there was a timeline where I could say, hey, you got like 37 more minutes of this bullshit. I really, really wish there was. And I really, really wish that I could help and speed things up or take it away. But I can't. But I will stick by you. And I will be by your side. And if you need me to put thoughts on trial with you, I will do that. I will continue to make our tea. I will do our meditations when we do them. I will do the gratitudes because I am grateful. As alone and buried as you feel right now, you are far from alone. And I'm not letting you go. If you feel like you're slipping away, you have me to anchor you. I am here. I've never gone anywhere. I will never go anywhere. Of my own accord. You know what I mean? I know that this probably did not help you at all. Like the anxious brain, the doubtful brain, that mean side of the brain doesn't believe me, does not want to hear me, does not want to listen to me. And that's okay. Because I'm a fucking stubborn bitch. And I'll combat all your negative thoughts by your side for as long as it takes.
I feel like I'm at odds with myself.
You are. Your brain is fighting with itself. Your logical brain of understanding that this is life, that it's shitty, but it's life. Because I know that part's in there. And that you know that there's nothing we can do, that we have to try to make the best of what time we do have. I know you know that. But again, the trauma, the hurt, painful side of your brain, that the anxious brain right now is, nope, someone's going to be next. Nope, something's going to be wrong. Nope, 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 nope. Hey, 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 hey. And it's, I understand.
I thought I was past that. I was past it. That it all stopped.
Is anything in this world linear?
I want to believe it's not, but
It's
as
not.
I've told you before, I lost belief in fucking everything.
Time is not linear. There is no timeline for grief. There's no one that says, okay, first you're going to go through anger, then you're going to go through this, but you're never going to go back to anger. And then once you accept it, that's never to say that you won't be sad about it or wish that things were different or want to bargain in some way. Just because you went through it doesn't mean it can't happen again. Healing isn't linear. Why? Our mental health journeys that we've personally been on for years has never been linear. Ever. There's ups and downs and ebbs and flows, and this is the same. Just like you tell me, just because you've talked about it doesn't mean you can't talk about it again. Same thing with emotions. Just because you felt it doesn't mean that I can't come back around again. And just because you go back to a feeling that you had felt before, and you don't need to judge yourself for it. There's nothing wrong that you did that. That's like basically telling yourself you have to have a good day every day. You have to have a super fantastic great day every day. That's what you're telling yourself in a roundabout way. Telling yourself you should be a certain way by now. That's exactly what it is. It's telling yourself that you have to have perfect days from here on out.
I'm tired of fucking struggling. I felt like I've been doing that my entire life.
I understand that. But that's when we have to focus on
And it just started getting better. Feels like.
ebbs and flows. It's going to come and go. There may be a day 30 years from now where you get angry about this situation. Something may happen and you're like, fuck, man. Why? And that's okay. Because again, anybody who's lost their mom, if they felt some kind of way about it at any point in their life, would you tell them, shut that shit down, you can't feel sad anymore? She's a piece of you. And that piece of her right now, the piece of her that occupies your heart is hurting. And I'm sorry, I can't help take away the struggle of it all. I can only do my best to try to ease it and make it as easy as possible. And be here. And I'm not going to stop doing that. I've looked you dead in your eyeballs and be like, motherfucker, you're stuck with me. I'm not going anywhere. You have tried everything under the sun to like push me away. Not recently. I mean in our relationship. And this bitch is still sitting here in front of you. I'm not going anywhere, and you're not alone. So however you need to feel right now, however weak you need to feel right now, that's okay. Forget about the struggles. Forget about everything else. Focus on you. I'm paying our bills. I got the bills paid. I got that. Don't you worry. There's something floating in front of my face. If I need, I know that you've been going with me to pick the kids up, drop the kids off, shit like that. If you need to take a break from that, if we need, whatever, like I told you the other day, as long as it's not hurting yourself or someone else, I am down to try. Whatever it is. Even if that means waking up at 5 a.m. and fucking roostering the shit in the front yard. I don't know. I don't know why that's the example that I don't fucking know. But literally, I was just trying to think of something insane. If you said, hey, I think waking up at 5 a.m. and crowing like a rooster is going to help me get my day started, will you please do this with me? Let me set the alarm to 5. Do you want me to do it for 4:50 so we have some time to get the groggy out of our eyes? You don't have to be strong right now. Or your version of strong. I say strong. I'm tired of doing the quotations because you know what I'm talking about. And if y'all don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, then I don't know what to tell you. I would try my hardest to shit a purple cow if it made you feel better. I might actually fart in front of you on purpose in this moment. Not while recording, because then I would just die of embarrassment and mortification. And then I would cry more, but not because I'm sad for my husband, but because I'm embarrassed and that, that's just happens. I'm weird. You know what it is. But as long as it is a healthy way to try to cope with something, I'm by your side. And I know that little son of a bitch in your brain is like, yeah, right. that you're going to be alone, that whatever other negative shit is going to pop up in your head. If I haven't gone by now, I ain't going nowhere. I never wanted to go anywhere. I never planned to go anywhere. I just don't want you to feel alone. Because I have felt alone a great deal of my life. And I do not want that for you. And I know that you've felt alone. But you're not anymore. We are not anymore. I am not anymore. And I can accept that and see that and acknowledge that and love the fucking shit out of it. I can say that now. And you know how hard that is, or would have been for me to say before. It is not hard for me to say now. I found my place in life. I found my purpose. I found my people. I'm not going to lose you. Because if you go down, I'm going down with you. Trying to bring you back up. I can be your arm floaties for a while. Because I'm telling you, no one is expecting you to be any kind of way right now. Only you are. Because even the boy has said, we understand. He's told you that more than once. We understand. I think all of the kids have at least once said, we understand. We understand why you're sad. We understand why you're struggling. We understand. Because they're feeling it too, from a different side, obviously. It's their grandma, not their mom. And, you know, the younger two didn't have the same relationship with her and as the older two. But no one is expecting you to be any kind of way. Hell, even your boss isn't even expecting you to be a certain kind of way. At the drop of a hat, hey, I really need a day off. I need to take tomorrow off. Take care of yourself were the words she used. Take care of yourself. No one is expecting you to be any kind of way. And I know I've said things like this previously, and I'm going to keep saying them because maybe one day I'll be louder than that voice inside. And maybe it'll make something switch, click, snap, pop. I don't know. And you're like, oh, okay, I can hook onto this for hope. I can hook onto this. I'll say it every day. I'll say it till I can't say it anymore. I'll do everything that I've been doing until I can't do it anymore. And that day is going to be a long time from now because that'll be the day that I can't do anything anymore. I'm never going to stop trying. I'm your wife, and I know that you would never stop trying for me. Because you've never stopped trying. It is okay for you to be the way you are right now. It's okay. And you can sit in this for a minute, or you can choose to try to move on, both are acceptable. I just really want you to understand that no one, and this is like, I know this may be, oh shit, I know this may sound shitty, but no one's expecting anything from you. Not that people don't have, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to say that, oh, people don't expect shit from you. Nothing like that. I'm just saying that in this moment, no one's expecting you to be the super strong, solid one. No one is expecting you to be 100%. No one's expecting you to be 90%. No one's expecting you to be 80%. No one is expecting you to be 20%. No one is expecting anything. We all want and hope that you take care of yourself and you do the things that you need to do. And we all want you to get better. But no one is expecting it to happen right now. No one is expecting it to happen anytime soon. You don't have to apologize for being sad. You don't have to apologize for being in a not great mood. You're not a burden. You're not ruining the day because you're not smiling. And I know it feels like you're just dragging yourself from day to day. And that's okay. It's okay to drag yourself. You're not dragging yourself alone. I'm under that shoulder. And we're limping along together. You have put too much pressure on yourself to deal with a death. 2 deaths. You're being too hard on yourself. You're expecting too much from yourself in ways that you would never expect anything from anyone else. Even with my relationship with my mother, if I was upset about it, you would be okay. And you would tell me that it was okay to be upset and sad. You wouldn't tell me I had to be a certain kind of way. And that's a difficult relationship. You are being mean to my husband, and I would like for that voice to try to stop being mean to my husband. Because my husband doesn't deserve that. And I have to talk to that side of your brain, or that part of your brain, like that, because it's not the logical you. It's not the healthy, of the healing, the one that's on the journey. That anxious brain that's trying to hurt you so bad right now is not you. Like, it's not who you normally are, and that's not what you've worked towards. You've worked towards quieting that voice and knowing that you're worthy and worth everything. Just like you would tell us that we are worth all of the hard work. We are worth all of this. We deserve peace. We deserve happiness. We deserve to have a happy life. We deserve to have good days without guilt, without judgment. I was dancing around the other day. I've finally been able to sing again. And never once have you looked at me and been like, why are you singing? Why aren't you sad? Why are you dancing? Or if I have been sad, why are you sad? You've never done that. You wouldn't do that to the kids. I know you're not choosing to do this. I know you're not. Because I know that my anxiety, I've never chosen to do any of the shit. Like the feelings and all of that, the anxiety part of it, I have not chosen ever, not once, to sit in my chaos. It's not what I want. And I know it's not what you want. So I know that
I
you're
feel
not.
like I would sat with it my entire fucking life, and I'm over it. I surrounded myself with people that did the exact same thing. And now I don't have anybody to point to and be like, oh, they're more fucked up than me.
You're not fucked up. This isn't that right there. Right there. Say that again.
Which part?
The end.
That I don't have anybody to point to and say they're more fucked up than me?
You're not fucked up right now. You're not. Grief and dealing with this doesn't make you fucked up. Is Sis fucked up right now? Would you call her and tell her, if you're depressed right now, if you're feeling lost, if you're feeling alone, you're broken. There's something fucking wrong with you. You're not fucked up. It's not a, oh, I'm more fucked up than this person now and this and that. It's not a oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit your leg. It's not that. It's not, you would be fucked up if, I can't even think of a fucking example right now. You aren't fucked up. You aren't damaged because you are grieving. You are not damaged because the trauma caused more anxiety or a form of hypochondria or a form, because I have that too, where it's like something's wrong, something's like, and then I've actually made myself sick. You've seen it. Like my brain has done powerful shit to my physical body. So you're not fucked up for your brain doing trauma shit when something traumatic happened. You're not fucked up. And you don't, and if somebody else's mom died tomorrow, would you be like, oh, they're more fucked up than me now? You're not fucked up. It's not a fucked up thing. Like the feelings you're feeling are it's not fucked up. It's normative. You're feeling lost. You're feeling sad. You're feeling anxious. You're feeling depressed. You're feeling scared. Normal. Write down all of those feelings. Talk to your, ask your therapist. These are normal, right? Am I broken? Because I know I don't have the fucking shit. I'm sorry for your editing. I know I don't have a doctorate. I know I don't have a PhD. I'm not a therapist, licensed. And I know I can sit here and tell you. And if you need to hear it from a medical professional, someone who has a license, write all this shit down. Play this for her. You are not fucked up because you are grieving. You are just grieving. And it feels fucked up because it's a fucked up, sad situation. But you yourself are not fucked up. You wouldn't call sis fucked up. When when Jody passed, you wouldn't have told mom that she was fucked up for being sad or lost, or when grandma, like, you wouldn't have told grandpa, like, or your aunts or your cousins. You're not fucked up. You have got to let that go. You are not fucked up. You have done so much work to heal and not be a fuck up. Like, legit one. Be fucked up for real. Make fucked up decisions for real. You've done so much work to change and not make those. That, you 15 years ago, I could see that fucked up. Okay. If you want to call that person fucked up, okay. I still love that man, but yes, okay, I can see it. The man in front of me, you're not fucked up. You're not fucked up. I don't know how to make that more clear. Because you wouldn't call the kids fucked up if they were feeling this way about anything. Not necessarily a death of, like, one of the moms, like, in a comparatively apples to apples. Like, I'm not even talking about that. I'm just saying, like, Kaylee had a freak out about growing up and going to college and being an adult. And she's scared. And she's having anxiety. Just like you are now. And she's struggling. Maybe not in the same way, but she is struggling. Is she fucked up? What did you do? You sat with her. You held her. You cried with her. I sat there. I cried with y'all. I'm not fucked up for that. I don't think Kaylee's fucked up for that. You have got be nice to yourself. And I know it's rich coming from me, one of the people who's had the shittiest self-esteem and self-image and confidence issues and body dysmorphia issues. I understand it as rich coming from me. To me, telling you that you need to be kind with yourself. I understand, and I do feel like a hypocrite in this moment. A little bit. But you've got to go easy on yourself.
I'm trying.
I know you are. And that's our motto. That and everything is figure outable. We try. We get up. We do our best. That's all we can do. That's literally all we can do. And again, I know that you are tired of feeling like this. And I really, really do wish I could just take it all away. Because I don't want you to have to feel this amount of pain.
But like I've said before, we will go through this together. You are not alone. And even if it's just me, I'll be the crutch. I will be under your shoulder. I know it's not going to be just me. Like, I know that. But even if it is, I will get you through this. And I hope that that voice in your head starts being a little nicer to you. Well, everyone, we saw that this one fell under the sad category and not funny category. And that's okay, because life is real. And life is real, and shit happens, and we have to navigate through them. So, we will be recording more episodes, obviously, and we really do hope that we can get back to a place where they are a little lighter, but in this moment, this is life for us right now. And we're going to talk about our life right now and what we're going through currently, because that's the whole reason we started this podcast. And we're going to keep doing it. And anyone who feels alone or fucked up for feeling feelings, you're not. And you're not alone. And just be kind to yourselves, please. It'll make this whole thing a little bit easier. Remember, patience, grace, non-judgment. Take care of yourselves, because you matter. All of you matter, and I love you guys, and have a great day.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode. If you like this episode or know someone who would, please help us grow the show by liking, subscribing, and sharing. Keep up with all episodes on Buzzsprout or anywhere else you get your podcasts.
Tune in next week, folks. Same that time, same that channel.